Stop number 25 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. As we're here today for the running of the, as we're here today for the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500. As we're set for 56 laps of racing on this 1.366 mile racetrack. As they're lined up here. Here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Mike Becker at number 43. The Cheerios Betty Crocker Hamburger Helper Dodge. Got to get all those sponsors out of one breath, I guess. But he's alongside number 10. That's Matt McIntyre of Valvoline Pontiac. Second row has Cole Deaver, who won at Watkins Glen this season. He's alongside four-time race winner Jessica Shelton, hoping to knock that monkey off her back that she's had the last few races. Going to row number 3 has car number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Max Chevrolet, 3-time winner season so far. He's alongside Trent Dunham, car 26, the Crown Royal Ford. Fourth row has Joshua Osborne, who has one of our in-car cameras in today's race, the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. And number 33, Daniel Bouchard, Oakwood Home Chevrolet. Fifth row has car 32, Zachary Fitzwater in the Tide Pontiac, car number 32. He's alongside number 97, that is Jesse Turner in the Sharpie Ford. Turner won the last race in the Tour at Bristol. He also won at Martinsville. Next row has number 5, Seth Cole in the Kellogg's CarQuest Chevrolet. He's beside number 11, Cement Oscon, the FedEx Kinko's Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 42, Kyle Matthews in the Texaco Haviland Dodge. He has our second in-car camera. He's alongside number 24, Charles Sanford, 2-time winner season so far to DuPont Chevrolet. Charles won at Texas and Riverside. Next row down has the winner at the second title race this season. That is Quentin Moore, number 55 of Square D Chevrolet, and number 16, John Andrews in the National Guard Ford. Next row down has number 99, Levi McIntyre, who nearly won at Bristol, the last race in the Tour. He's alongside number 38, that is Laura Chung in the M&M's Ford. Next row down has number 88, Keith Batson, the Quality Care Ford, who won the first Talladega race this season. He's flanked by number 15, Allison Rain. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young, going for the Darlington sweep. Darlington's one of his three victories this season so far. He's alongside number 6, that's Ryan George, who won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Next row is number 71, Gabby Conklin, and number 18, Nathan Orman, the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Orman comes in as race number 2 in the points. Next row down has number 40, Phil Parker, and number 25, James Henry. Next row has number 22, Dylan Poteet. He's flanked by car number 7, that's Alexander Rowe. Next row down has number 28, Kat Batson, and number 48, that's Paul Minnick. Next row down has number 8, Amanda Evans, and number 31, James Sykes. Next row down has number 19, Ryan Brommer, and number 44, Tito McCoy. Next row has number 1, Clint Buchanan, and number 41, Wes McCoy. Next row has number 12, Zach Winkle, and number 29, Ryan Butcher. And starting shotgun is number 45, Christian Vargas, and number 21, Roberto Crown Jr. We mentioned Joshua Osborne and Kyle Matthews has 2 of our in-car cameras. Our third camera lies inside the car of Levi McIntyre in the Office Depot Ford. So that's set here. 40 cars are lined up. Here's the command. Fire the engines for the Mountain Dew Southern 500 here at Darlington.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command is beginning the fire the engines as the pace car leads the field off a paved road. But pace up, and move back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car leads the field through turns number 3 and 4 right now. Mike Becker in the Dodge. Out in front, he'll lead him to the green flag, winning the pole at 181 miles per hour here at Darlington Raceway. He has got number 10, Matt McIntyre, alongside. A Dodge and Pontiac front row as the field comes off turn number 4. And the field anticipates a green flag, and they get it, and we are racing here at Darlington. the sights and sounds of Darlington Raceway as Cole Becker takes lead from Mike Becker here on lap number 2. Becker led the first lap, by the way. Deaver now takes the top spot. The man who won at Watkins Glen earlier this season. And he'll take William Brock with him. And Brock goes to second place now. William Brock, as we mentioned, one of the strongest cars the last few races on the tour. He won the day race at Bristol, and he also won the first race at Pocono. And then he also took the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis earlier this season. So this car has got the, since two of his ones are on the 2.5 mile flat tracks, he's got those type of tracks figured out. As they come down on turn number 4 here, but Brock has proven he can run strong on any track we go to in the circuit. And you can bet he'll be back with the sport car with the 4 team next season, of course. Still with Kodak as a sponsor as they come down into turn number 3 now. Mod not yet determined though, but Mod has been determined. We'll get that as a surprise. We'll do that as a surprise as we near the end of season 3 of the NNSCRA Mellow Yellow Racing Series, which will be on my channel, the Racer 1985 channel. But anyway, but Brock will stay with the number 4 Kodak car, and Deaver will still be the number 3 Goodwrench car. In the meantime, we watch William Brock take the lead from Cole Deaver. They head into turn number 3 now, and he'll take that yellow number 4 out in front. Becker, the pole sitter, to second position now. Joshua Osborne trying for 3rd spot in the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. And we jump on board with Joshua Osborne, the number 20 machine. You see everybody having a pack and roll off there. 163 miles there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Shorter set of turns that Darlington and going to a longer set of turns. Turns 1 and 2. See how fast Joshua runs through that part of the course. Down to 184 miles an hour. 183 now. And after about 185 come up for number 2. And 198 miles an hour to turn number 3, and down to about 162 this time in the middle of 3 and 4. Osborne in 3rd position right now as Cole Deaver has slid back a bit. Osborne's last lap, 182.032 miles an hour. Here in the leader's last lap, 181.716. Zachary Fitzwater runs in 4th position. Trent Dunham running in 5th. It's been kind of a feast or famine season for Dunham this season. He's had a few top 10s this season, about 3 or 4 of them. But his car's been running strong this season, though. But the results are not indicative of what that car's capable of this season. There, Dunham down about in the almost the lower part of the standings, I should say, too, though. Seems like he has good luck. It seems like he's searching for that hard to find good luck here. He's had some of those races here. As we come off turn number 2 now, Mike Becker. Off turn number 4, I should say. Becker takes the lead back here. He'll lead lap number 9. And now Jesse Turner will take 5th position away as Zachary Fitzwater slides back now. Near Quentin Moore up to, I believe, 6th right now. 7th is Seth Cole. Fitzwater back to 8th. 9th is Matt McIntyre. And 10th position is no relation to Matt, Levi McIntyre. No relation to each other here. They both live in different states, though. Matt from Arizona and Levi from Ohio. Excuse me, Levi from Ohio. As they come off turn number 2 right now, Cement Oscon having a darn good day, running in 11th position in car number 11. Kyle Matthews is 12th, 13th is Jessica Shelton, 14th is Cole Deaver, 15th position is John Andrews. Danny Bouchard running 16th position, 17th right now is Dylan Young, the defending series champion. Then it's Gabby Conklin, 18th, 19th is the points leader, Dylan Poteet, and 20th is second place in the points, Nathan Ormond. And Oscon gets to welcome on turn number 2, and that lets Kyle Matthews by for 11th position, and Shelton will take 12th. Rear bumper came from Kyle Matthews' perspective, looking right at the front end of Jessica Shelton's car. Jess right now running it, trying to lead the inside, trying to take 12th position away from, or 11th position away from Matthews. the sights, what are the sounds of about 800 horsepower under the hood of these machines. And that's what it sounds like from the back bumper of Matthews' machine right there. And now William Brock slides back in number 4 machine as he comes, as Fitzwater's gone by, so has McIntyre. Matt McIntyre is, well, both McIntyres now. Quentin Moore trying to get past him. Now Kyle Matthews is close to the back of his Ohio, of his in-state buddy Levi McIntyre. And here comes Shelton. She gets by. Deaver tries to go by number 3. Down through turns number 3 and 4. Brock sliding back a bit right now. Back in front is still Mike Becker. Jumping out in front in car number 43. Osborne is still second. Dunham is now at the third. And Jesse Turner running fourth. And now Seth Cole matches his car number in 5th position right now. And 3 of those top 5 cars here, in fact the top 3, Becker, Osborne, nor Dunham, all 3 of them have not won yet this season. So it could be a first for one of those 3 this season in the series. Both have been, but as we mentioned, all 3 of them have been having some good runs here. And a couple times they've been close, but not quite finding the brass ring to go to victory lane this season. And here comes Osborne. He wants to try to take the lead away from Becker, and he'll do so. So move that orange number 20 up to the top spot now. And now Seth Cole gets hung out to dry now as they come through turns number 1 and 2. And Osborne led that last time by, but now here comes Becker trying once again for the top spot. He squeezes in between Dunham and Osborne now. Through turns number 1 and 2 they go here. About to complete the 18th lap of this race, so this race going by quick right now here. 18 laps in the book, so we are down to 32 or 42, I should. No, 38. Excuse me, 38 laps to go in this race here. I gotta get my math better here. Becker down now tries to do that same way that Osborne did on him earlier in the race here. Seth Cole has now fallen back to about 12th position, I believe, or 11th position, excuse me. Cole Deaver takes 10th position away from Seth Cole. And Seth still can't find a place on the bottom of the track here. Now John Andrews goes by. Here comes Kyle Matthews. He goes by. Daniel Bouchard hooked up behind him. Dylan Young trying to get with Seth there, but Seth's still stuck on the outside, and as is Dylan Young now. And Seth's still trying to find the grip. He gets by Matthews, and at the same time, John Andrews now gets by Cole Deaver. That is for 10th position for the number 16 team. And meantime here, Jessica Shelton, car number 17 there. Here she comes. Up to the 9th position now. She has now cracked the top 10 in the Walt Tool Sport. In fact, the same scheme. In fact, it's the same paint scheme she won the Daytona 500 with this season. So let's try to see if we can get a little bit more further up in the field here. Bill Parker is now moving his way up through the field now, as is also Dylan Poteet and Daniel Bouchard. Gabby Conklin, 71 car, and Dylan Young in the 2. They have now trying to get by Deaver themselves there. Conklin running 17th, Dylan Young running 18th right now. Allison Raines 19th, and Nathan Orman still remains 20th right now. Alexander Rowe 21st, Cat Batson 22nd, Clint Buchanan coming off a couple of top 10 finishes. He's in 23rd position right now in the Penzel Chevrolet. He runs 23rd. Charles Sanford matches his car number, running 24th right now. Not a good day for the DuPont team. Laura Chung 25th, 26th is Ryan George. Cement Oscon 27th, 28th right now is James Sykes. Keith Batson running 29th. James Henry is in 30th position. Ryan Brown in 31st. William Brock, who is up in the top 5 much of the early part of the race, he's in 31st position now. He's just now taking a spot away from Brommer. Christian Vargas is 33rd right now. 34th is Roberto Crown Jr., who had a top. And Roberto Crown Jr. was a great story at Bristol. He ended up finishing 6th in that race, in the night race at Bristol. Last race we brought you on the tour, and he came in that race dead last in the points. So that is going to build his morale up until we got to Darlington, and he's now running not way back in the back again, but. Roberto hoping to turn the performance around in what few races we have left in the season. We are on race number 24, so we're down to we'll be down to 20. So it'll be 24 down and 9 to go. And whoa, Christian Vargas almost lost the come out turn number 2. He slammed the wall hard and had that car completely sideways, about 45 degrees sideways, just about, and just about lost it there. In the meantime, Joshua Osborne remains the leader. Jesse Turner's now 2nd position. Quentin Moore up the 3rd spot now, number 55. 4th position is Matt McIntyre, and now Levi McIntyre runs in 5th position. And here comes at number 17, Shelton, up to 6th position now. She has won this race twice before here at Darlington, the Southern 500. She's not won the first race at Darlington yet, but she has 2 Southern 500 victories herself, and she is looking for a 3rd. Down into turn number 1, Jesse Turner. As we mentioned, he won the last race in the tour at Bristol, the night race there, the Busch 500, and it was a 9-caution slugfest in that race. Typical Bristol. What else can I say right there? I'm sure the nearest junkyard in Bristol, Tennessee, had a busy time collecting all those cars that got crunched up in that race. But meantime, Turner, he's close up in the back of Osborne. We have now on the 30th lap of this race here. We'll be down to 26 to go this time by, so just past the halfway point here. Halfway was 28 laps, and Quentin Moore slammed the wall of turn number 2, and he's going to drop back a couple spots, so he's down to 5th place now. And Jessica Shelton trying to close up. Meantime, Levi McIntyre and Matt McIntyre trying to battle for position right there as you jump on forward. Levi runs right now in 4th position right now in the Office Depot Ford. Let's take a lap around with Levi and see how he drives this track at Darlington. 186 miles on the turn number 1. He goes inside of McIntyre now. Matt McIntyre, that is, come off turn number 2. Matt gets the wall on the 2nd turn here. And up to 193 miles on the turn number 1. And down about 153 miles an hour into turns 1 and 2. Turns 3 and 4, I should say. 177 miles an hour into turn number 1. And 187 miles an hour this turn going into turn 1. He was 177 across the start-finish line. And he's got a sight set on both Joshua Osborne and Jesse Turner. And you know McIntyre wants to get by Turner because he nearly held him off at Bristol the last race of the tour, and Turner got back by McIntyre when the yellow flag flew. And McIntyre was closing up on the back of Turner's car when the yellow flag flew with about 4 laps remaining in that race. And I'm sure Levi thinking if that race would have gone green the whole rest of the way, he'd have probably won that race. So Levi's been close but no cigar the last few times there this season, but he does not give up here. But meantime, Matt McIntyre's now showing them at the high side now, and Levi now loses not only spot to Matt McIntyre, but now, well, I thought he was going to lose the spot to Quentin Moore, and then Quentin his position. Meantime, Mike Becker dives inside of Jessica Shelton and gets by her. And Jess way up the track now, and she loses a spot to not only Becca, but also to John Andrews and Seth Kolb. And here comes Fitzwater closing up on the back of Jess now. He's at the 10th position now. Phil Parker running up in 11th now, and the number 40 Coors Light Dodge. Dylan Poteet's in 12th, Trent Dunham in 13th. Gabby Conklin leading this pack in 14th position. 15th is Dylan Young, 16th is Bouchard. Deaver 17th. Nathan Orman now matching his car number in 18th. Kat Matson's 19th, and Alexander Rowe runs in 20th. And Hal Matthews just lost a spot now to Charles Sanford in 21st here. Matthews is down to 22nd, and Laura Chung close up to the back of the 38 car. And Chung is running in 23rd position. Matthews in 22nd. In the meantime, Joshua Osborne continues to pull away right now. He tries to pull away now from the 37 car of Jesse Turner here. And meantime, James Sykes out of the race with a header failure on the number 31 car, we're being told, on the Senior Wireless Chevrolet. Quentin Morris, the fastest lap of the race so far, 184.173 miles an hour. Osborne's fast lap 183.172, but they are getting the laps down. The laps are now down about the low 170 range now. But Turner's now closing up a bit on Osborne for that number 1 spot. And they're completing another lap now. That is 40 or 39, I should say, laps in the books here. 39 down and about 17 laps remaining in this race here at Darlington. Mike Becker up to 5th position now. 6th is John Andrews. There's the rest of the top 10. Phil Parker has that 10th position now as he's gotten by Quentin Moore for that position. Quentin's now dropped back to, let's see where he's back to now, 14th position for the 55 cars at now. Bouchard and Deaver, Orman, and Conklin now trying to get by the 55 car themselves. And meantime, Jesse Turner, he is still close up to the back of Osborne now, trying to get position away here in the number 50 and number 20 machine. Osborne in the 20, Turner in 97. Let's see what the margin is this time between the front 2 cars. 21 hundredths of a second. Eighteen hundredths of a second that time by between the front 2 cars. Boy, Turner is just got a fast car now. He's trying to get by, trying to get to the lead position now as they come up to number 4 now. On the back of Joshua Osborne's car, right in the back bumper, that number 20 machine. 700 now as now Matt McIntyre gets by and Turner hacks the wall, come off to number 2. And there's the inside from Osborne's view from inside Osborne's car from the Home Depot Pontiac. Come by to complete lap number 44. We are now down to 12 laps to go here at Darlington. Again, Osborne not won yet this season, and neither has the 10 car of Matt McIntyre. Ryan George is stalled on the track. And Ryan George now on pit road. The car stalled, come off turn number 4. or not the backstretch, and that's going to cause the yellow flag to fly for the first time. And that's not, and Joshua did not want to see that. Oh, Joshua Osborne did not want to see the yellow flag fly. Ryan George, the number 6 Viagra Ford, stalled on the track there for some reason. Take a look again as to what happened here. Obviously, it was a mechanical malfunction on the number 6 Viagra Ford. And used to there was a backstretch pit area. He could have gone in there if his pit was there. But Ryan's car, see right there, decides to stop on pit road, and that was the cause of the yellow flag. Stop on the backstretch, and that was what caused the yellow flag to fly. But that bunched the field up, and we should be in for a wild finish in this Mountain Dew Southern 500. We'll be back for the restart right after this. And it was a clutch failure on the number 6 Viagra Ford that has knocked Ryan George out of the race here. But oh, are we going to be in for quite a finish? We'll have 7 laps to go in this race. Restarts here, and give the restart. And again, here's the running order. Joshua Osborne, the Home Depot Pontiac, leads the race. Second position is Matt McIntyre. You got 2 Pontiacs in the top 2 spots. Then the Ford of Jesse Turner in third position, the Ford of Levi McIntyre in fourth, and the Dodge of Mike Becker, the pole sitter, running in 5th position. 6th is Seth Cole, 7th is Jessica Shelton, 8th is Phil Parker, 9th is John Andrews, and Dylan Poteet, the points leader, runs in 10th position. There's a green flag about to fly, and we're about to get set for the green flag here. Lap number 50 is the restart lap, and the green flag flies. 7 laps remaining at Darlington. Down the front stretch they come. Osborne completes lap number 50, and we're down to 6 to go. Here comes Matt McIntyre, dives low. Jesse Turner sticks right behind him in the number 97 car. McIntyre, Levi McIntyre, is in the 4th position, and Mike Becker in 5th. Any of these cars can win this race. Matt about pulled the bumper on Osborne as they go through turns number 3 and 4. He tries the high side now, but Matt loses a little bit of time that time by Osborne. Leads him now down to 5 to go now, and Jesse Turner goes inside. He'll take the lead. Takes Levi McIntyre with him, and now Levi's going to try to move inside for 2nd place on Turner. And Becker got off the wall, as did the 16 car of John Andrews. And Andrews gets a little bit loose coming through turns number 3 and 4 now, and he almost got the wall there, but now the 55 car of Quentin Moore tries to get by, but Andrews says no dice on that, and he'll keep position for the time being. And that, by the way, moved Trent Dunham up to 10th position now as they go into turn number 3 now. Osborne, meantime, trying to pull away, though. And here comes Turner, is trying to close up from the back right there. Here comes McIntyre trying to draft him up. 3 laps remaining here at Darlington. Turner tries to close up in the back of Osborne now. Does he have enough time to do so? Off the 4th turn now. They'll be coming down for 2 laps to go to stand by. Turner gets closer now. It was 37 hundredths of a second the last time. Buys now 26 hundredths of a second. 11 hundredths a lap. That's not going to cut it here at Darlington. In fact, Osborne pulls away just a little bit now. As they come off turn number 2 now, they'll be coming down for the white flag. Joshua Osborne has not won in about 3 seasons. He was last won in this series there. 3 or 4 seasons he's last won in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. That streak could break here today. Coming down for the white flag, 1 to go. Turner Gained about 300s that time by. He's now closing up a little bit through 1 and 2. Off the second turn, Turner still trying to close it. Coming on the backstretch now. Through the third and fourth turns here. Turner closes up here. Osborne almost slows up here. Turner comes up to the back bumper, but he's going to be short at the line. Turner makes one last ditch effort. He's going to be short. Joshua Osborne, and he lets Osborne after the checkers. What was that about? Jesse Turner loses out to Joshua Osborne. Osborne wins the Southern 500, but gets wrecked by Jesse Turner going into turn number 1 after on the cooldown. Oh, brother. I can't help but think Osborne may have had a problem coming off turn number 4 because he almost got passed by Turner coming to the checkers. Let's look at that again. That was totally bizarre. Take a look again as to what happened here. Osborne. He didn't have any problems there. Turner went to the inside. Osborne now slows up in turn number 1, and Turner, he just turns right into the 20 car and just puts him right in the wall. And the 97 car, Turner, he crashes as well too. And then gets nailed by the 32 Zachary Fitzwater and the 16 car of John Andrews. Quentin Moore crashes as well too. Ryan the James Henry and the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. Here comes... Oh my God! Well, they wrecked it up on the cooldown, that's for sure. To state the obvious. Oh, and Amanda Evans and Christian Vargas both got pancaked. Vargas' car lands on the windshield of Amanda Evans' machine. And you see Keith Batson got involved. Ryan Brummer got involved. Well, I don't know what that was about. I mean, I can understand being frustrated over losing the race in a quite close margin, but anyway. So 25 races in the books, and it ended up in a very, I don't know what you want to call that kind of finish. I mean, but anyway, first win in about 3 seasons for Joshua Osborne. He wins the Southern 500 by 8/100ths of a second. Average speed 149.549 miles per hour. Jesse Turner finishes second. I'm sure Osborne's going to want to work with Jesse Turner over why he did that. To be honest, I mean that. Levi McIntyre third. Matt McIntyre ends up finishing fourth. Fifth will go to Seth Cole, matching his car number. Jessica Shelton as she's back on her feet again. Now she finishes sixth. Seventh will go to Phil Parker. Eighth to Dylan Poteet. Ninth to Trent Dunham and Dylan Young. Solid day for him. Finishes in 10th position. Zachary Fitzwater 11th. Mike Becker 12th. 13th to John Andrews. Quentin Moore 14th. 15th to Daniel Bouchard. 16th place will go to Cole Bieber. 17th will go to Gabby Conklin. Cat Betson 18th. Charles Sanford back in the top 20. He finishes 19th, and 20th position will go to Kyle Matthews. 21st to Laura Chung. James Henry 22nd. 23rd Keith Batson. 24th to Alexander Rowe. 25th to Zach Winkle, Tito McCoy, Paul Minnick, Nathan Orman. Not a good day for him. He ends up 28th. Ryan Brommer 29th, and Ryan Butcher 30th. Then Christian Vargas, Amanda Evans, Allison Rain, Clint Buchanan, William Brock. Not a good day for him, finishing 35th. Cement Oscon, Weston McCoy, Roberta Crown Jr., Ryan George, and James Sykes. The only 2 cars out of the race there, the 6 and the 31 cars. Ryan George had a clutch failure, and James Sykes had a header failure on his number 31 machine. So that will do it here today at Darlington. Congratulations once again to Joshua Osborne, the winner here today in the Southern 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth Store Cell Cup series, which is the main series on this channel, and also if you want in on his future seasons, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also, be sure to check our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series from channel X8675399858X. That's Dylan Young's channel. And also be sure to check out and subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff. Also, subscribe to Thrashman899. That's the channel that does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. And also, be sure to subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well, too. And also, as I mentioned, subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel as well, too. So that will do it here today at the Darlington. For now, it's James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline wrestling at its best. We'll see you at Richmond for the X-Side Batteries 400. Jeez, what a weird finish.